Today we're going to learn the classic song Between the Bars, which is a song Elliott Smith famously wrote about getting his head stuck in the banister at his grandmother's house. And it's a couple different parts. Really good example in just kind of using chords outside of a key sometimes and doing a little minor scale run over something. And let's get to it. We have a verse and a chorus. The verse sounds like this. Now, in the original recording, he's actually tuned down a step. We're doing this in standard just because I think it makes it easier for everybody. But if you want to play along, just tune it down a step. So instead of in E standard, it would be in D standard. So right off the bat, we have an A minor chord with your pinky on the 3rd fret of the high E string, which is a G. Okay, so we're adding a G to an A minor chord, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. All right, so it's an A minor 7 chord, all right? Now, the really cool thing about Elliott Smith's playing is there's a lot of dynamic and a lot of feel to it. So I think that's really important when talking about the song. Something that he does a lot is he really strikes the root note home with a lot of force, okay? So the root note in A minor chord is the open A string, all right? And this is in a waltz time signature. We're really gonna count to 6. So we're gonna think of this in 6, and it's gonna go like this. Okay, so that 1 is going to be the A string all by itself. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6. All right, that's going to be the feel that we're going for. So it's not just like 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6. There's like a lot of, it's really masterfully played, and something you want to do is add dynamics to any chord that you play. So the way he's doing it, and the way that it kind of happens over all the chords in the song is 2 and 3 and 4, 5, 6. The accent is going to be on that second group of 3. So we're going to think of it as the 4 actually, and that's where we're going to hit most of the chord to really get the 7-ness, the A minor 7-ness of this. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6. Okay? So you can kind of hear 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's kind of the pulse of this song, okay? So all the chords we're going to do this with, and when I'm counting 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6, downstrokes are all the numbers. The word and is going to be an upstroke. So 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6. And you'll notice on the 5 and 6, I'm not getting the whole chord, I'm just maybe getting the lower part of the chord, all right? So it's something you want to experiment with in any song you ever play. Just try to get that sound. So, it seems like we're spending a lot of time on the first chord of this song, but I think it's really important, and I think it's something that makes Elliott Smith's playing really, really great, in my opinion, okay? So, A minor, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6 to F. Same strumming pattern, but now we really want to hammer, get that F all by itself on the 1, the first note on the first fret on the low E string. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6, C. So the 3rd chord is going to be a C, regular C major. Hit that 3rd fret on the A string. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6. Middle finger moves up a string to get the 2nd fret on the A string. Now some people play this as a G chord, okay? If you take a C major chord, get rid of your ring finger, move your middle finger up to the 2nd fret. You can kind of see this as a G-ish chord. Some people call this like B over C, whatever. And again, you can substitute this with a G chord. Doesn't sound right to me. I think it's really an alteration of that, okay? So you can think of it as just a B in the root, however you want to think of it, but we're making our way back to A. And again, something that he does in a lot of his songs is he'll take a scale and kind of like walk bass notes all the way back. So A minor 7 to the F to the C. B, walking back to A minor 7. F, C, E, F. Okay, so the second time around, we've got the C major, E7. Okay, you can think of this as E dominant 7. You can think of this as a secondary dominant, if you've ever heard that term. Did a video on that too, if you want to check it out. But yeah, C major, E7, F. And then it goes back to the first part, A minor 7 to F. C, you can add a hammer on. B, A, F. C major, E7, F. Then the next part, the chorus, F to G, A minor, walk to the F, G, D major. Where'd that come from? Oh my gosh. F, G, A minor, walk to the F, and parallel minor. Okay, so let's talk about what we have going on here. So the chorus progression is going to be F to G to A minor, okay? Now again, this is in the key of A minor. So the notes in A minor are A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. A string open 2, 3, D string open 2, 3, G string open 2. And again, part of the, the great thing about his playing is he'll incorporate all the notes in a scale, sometimes out of a scale, on top of his chords. So easy enough is just to F to a G. The way I play it is to F, slide up to a G. And if you want to see me play this, I'll link you to the video that me and Elliott did together. But yeah, F, G, or F, G, whatever, doesn't matter. A minor, walk up the scale, back to F, okay? So the way we're doing that is A minor, and then we're gonna start adding, since we already have that open A, we're just gonna walk up the scale. There it is. Kind of hard to do that out of context, but. F, G, the second time, D major. F, G, A minor, walk to the F, and then we're gonna make this F major F minor. You just bar that, it ends up being 1, E, 3A, 3D, 1, 1, 1, all the way down. I actually kind of like playing it like this, without the bass note in there. F major, and then back to. Remember, it's really important to kind of strike that root note with a good amount of pressure. And it's really good practice for your picking, if you're playing it, with your thumb or your pick or whatever, to really be able to find out where those to kind of establish the chords. Which again, that's what makes his changes, like when he goes to that D major chord, which shouldn't be there. Technically he's going outside of the key to borrow that one too, to get back to the F. It's that much more impactful when you hit a root note and then follow it up with the chord, okay? So basically the whole thing, A minor 7 to F, C, walk it down to a B, A minor, again, to an F, C, secondary dominant, E7, F. Same thing again, A minor 7, F, C, B, A minor 7, F, C, E7, F. Chorus, F to G, A minor, walk back to F, G, D major, or D7. You could do a D7 there in case you want to. F, G, A minor, walk to the F, and then start the whole thing over again. Okay, so just a couple kind of cool, really chord progressions that aren't too difficult, but there's a lot that you can work on in this song. Specifically, I think hitting root notes from a chord, walking up a scale, and then adding dynamics to get that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 swing into your playing. Because you really want to hear the root note and the chord, and everything in between is this kind of filler to really get the vibe. All-time great song from an all-time great songwriter. And if you have any questions or comments, hit me up in the comment section, Instagram, Twitter, the website. I'll talk to y'all soon. Thanks a lot.